last year's draft, Ernie said that there wasn't no one at the 5 spot that could help this team. But then you passed up Stephen Curry, Dewan Blair. It was a number. It was a number of players that were
he
drafted
did pass
after
on Blair. That blew me.
He did
Yeah.
pass on Stephen Curry. I'm glad he's passed on Stephen.
that he
He
passed,
passed on
that
Stephen Curry?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm glad he did. Oh, well, they traded. No, is that the trade? When they traded for
Because they traded
to
for
get Floyd.
Mike
Floyd.
Miller.
Ford and Mike
Okay,
Miller.
yeah.
Well, they would have gotten Ricky Rubio or somebody in that
sucked
spot.
anyway. Overrated overseas
All
player.
right, hey, dog, we ain't
Sorry,
going.
I can't hate.
Wow.
Sorry, I apologize.
Strong
sucked.
feelings behind that one, dog. You want to talk about that in real talk at the
yeah.
end, dog?
I'm
Why
not-
you hate Ricky? Why you hate him so much, dog? Go ahead, let us
Man,
say.
man, I just hate overseas players and how they carry.
Wow,
college.
wow,
hate
overseas. You're from
overseas, but you're
overseas.
African.
I
You're
know.
from
Come on,
overseas.
man. I respect the game. I respect these kids who come out balling, and they
Okay.
get dissected out over here. But if a dude overseas is averaging 6 points a game, they are automatically like first round.
All
picks.
right,
They
but
get
you like
rejected.
Brandon Jennings though, right? He ain't do nothing over there.
Brandon Jennings? I wasn't a fan. I was hating on Brandon Jennings. To be totally honest with you,
All right, so he hates till they do good and he likes him.
I don't like Brandon Jennings like that for real.
That's not what you said.
No, I didn't.
Before the show, dog, he's on the phone. I love Brandon Jennings. I ain't gonna lie, he's a beast. He say
Who
stuff like
said that?
You said that before,
When?
dog.
said lie.
Anyway.
A bold-faced lie.
Donovan McNabb.
Yes,
Hey,
I remember that.
That's hilarious, dog. Anyway, dog, moving on, dog. We was talking about Stan Van Gundy earlier, man, how he looks like my man Ron Jeremy, dog. If y'all don't know who Ron Jeremy is, don't look it up online. Anyway, might be some kids around, dog, you know. Anyway, speaking of Stan Van Gundy, his Magic, they swept the Bobcats. We gonna change gears anyway, as we're talking about this NBA playoffs. And like I said, the Magic swept the Bobcats. The Bobcats were boring, dog. I'm sorry.
my God.
It's like they don't not play on national TV. You know what I'm saying? But go ahead. What y'all think about that series?
Oh, that series was the most boring series I've ever seen in my life. To score like 90 points was a struggle. Anyway, Jameer Nelson like killed. He was talking trash to the crowds, talking trash to Felton, and dropping 24 points a game the whole series. The man was the truth.
What you gotta say, Cufflink? Go ahead. That's your nickname, dog. Silver. We got Silverback in DC,
I'm
and
just
we got Cufflink, baby.
I'm glad it's over, man. That was a hard series to watch on TV, man.
Hey, tell me about it, dog. So is that all we have to say about the Magic and Bobcats? I mean,
Basically,
that's
I mean,
how
it was
you know
that series was
it
that
was,
bad.
it was Jab Bourne, man. I
Oh,
mean,
yeah, but you know, the only thing I can say is like Dwight Howard didn't basically get to play, pretty much.
Oh yeah, so he should be well rested for the second
yeah,
round.
I mean,
That's
most
what's up.
definitely.
No
You know-
excuses.
you know what his new nickname is, right?
Call a foul on me.
A foul to you. That's
No.
what his teammates called him.
Well, he deserved it. He earned it. What he had like 5 fouls every
Yeah,
game.
and the whole thing, he was complaining like he wasn't fouling. That man tripped.
he's a trip.
Most definitely.
That series was whack, cause that was the worst segment we've had so far, talking about the Magic and Bobcats. Anyway, dog, let's move on. What does MJ do, man? I mean, he's the owner now. You know, he was hype. I mean, he was looking like Mark Cuban out there, the way he was telling Dwight Howard to get off the floor when he
Oh.
fouled out. And I mean, where does he go? Does he? And y'all had mentioned something before we came there about Larry Brown. So let's talk about that for a brief second before we move on to some real NBA stuff. Go ahead.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised. You know, MJ got his North Carolina roots. If Larry Brown decides to do what reports say that he might go to the 76ers.
Well, he said Larry Brown said that he wouldn't coach for any other team except for the Charlotte Bobcats. He didn't say he wouldn't be the GM or the executive for any other team.
So if he,
Thank you. Maybe you are NBA insider. Go ahead. What you got to say, man? He wasn't saying nothing.
Nah.
Sorry, nah, I'm messing with you, dog.
Nah,
I'm just messing
I
with you, dog.
actually just because of his Larry Brown's nomadic
What
way,
does that mean?
no,
Wow.
Always moving on to a
Oh,
different
my
place.
God.
Ooh, SAT
Webster-
word of the
Webster
day.
Dictionary, let's go.
WTS cufflinks. Sponsored by Phil Mickelson.
Oh,
Go ahead, man. Go ahead.
man.
My bad. Finish that thought.
His-
That was.
his-
Hey,
his-
I'm gonna write that down. How you spell that, dog?
Nomadic.
All right, that's too much. Go ahead, y'all.
His nomadic ways always going, never
I
settling
heard
in
it
one spot.
illmatic.
Never settle in one spot. I think that he ultimately, plus his family's in Philly, so I know he wants to get closer to his family. I
You
know
always
he's
talking
old.
about. It always comes back to Philly with this guy.
Philly.
We love y'all, Philly. I love my family up there. Shout out Roosevelt Boulevard.
Here.
Justin Watson.
Anyway, let's talk about LeBron James and the Cavaliers, dog. They won by like
LeBron
20
is the
something.
NBA playoffs, man. Are we all in the consensus that LeBron is the NBA playoffs? That's how the NBA markets him. That's all.
This-
make
this-
you
Should they
care
change the
about.
logo from Jerry West to LeBron?
You think
Yes.
There's a dude out there in Oklahoma who I think he's kind of
Oh,
like.
we
show
gonna get there.
himself.
We gonna get there, dog. You jumping ahead of us, dog. Go ahead, Will T.
nah,
Tell us
but
how you feel, man.
if
He's
they were-
nomadic too, isn't he? He's nomadic. He gonna be nomadic after this shit. He gonna go to the Knicks, dog.
He's a nomadic mother. It's like,
Fish, you nomadic, dog. That's why you moving, man. I miss you, Fish.
That was
I love
real
you,
gay.
Fish. He's nomadic, dog.
I really love
That
you,
was real
man.
gay. That was real soft. But anyway,
Hey, that was nomadic, dog. I'm always versatile. I'm changing gears. Go ahead, my bad, dog. Finish your thought.
nah, I mean the NBA will have you believe that it's about two people in the NBA playoffs, Kobe and LeBron. They play those damn puppet commercials, those Nike puppet commercials. I'm glad they haven't played any to this date, but I'm sure once the second round gets
Man, them
amped up,
I like those
they're
commercials.
gonna start
Hilarious,
coming back. It's not that good to me, man. I pass on it. I
Reminds you of Little
TiVo. I
Penny.
fast forwarded on TiVo when I see it.
Hey, you paying
For real?
attention though, baby? Nike's doing
Did you
their
like Little
job.
Penny
Nike-
joints back in the day?
Oh, Little Penny was crucial.
Absolutely,
Okay, so
absolutely.
Chris Rock
Make
made
it
it funny.
Okay,
Chris
just make
Rock
it
made
sure.
it
Just
funny,
make it sure.
man.
Absolutely.
Just make it
dog.
But you know,
I mean, the Bulls don't have a chance in that series, man. All we talking about is LeBron. We need. I do want to mention this though. Remember we was talking about this the other day off the air. He threw Shaq under the bus after Game 3, man. In my opinion.
yeah.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, he definitely threw Shaq under the bus, just like Shaq's wife was throwing him under the bus on that Basketball Wives show.
That
But
joint was
anyway,
whack.
man,
That joint was so phony. Oh my. Lord.
Matt Barnes, white or girl on there. They don't even have nobody interested. Eric Williams got a
Eric
girl.
Williams.
Williams
When's the
like
last
Eric
time
Williams.
Eric Williams played in the NBA?
I have no
Eric
idea
Williams,
though.
really?
man.
Yeah,
Really?
Eric Williams.
They shouldn't even associate.
That's how you know you can
basketball
get
joint.
any chick you want, man. Rolando McClain, that chick ain't gonna hold you back, brother. Go ahead. Go ahead, fellas. So I mean, that series is over. He threw Shaq under the bus. I mean, we all got our issues as far as LeBron's character go. You know, I think that he needs to just be a tad more real, man, in interviews. I mean,
But-
MJ, we know MJ got a different personality as well, you know, but at the same time, to me, you know, he was more seasoned. I think he didn't imitate nobody. He was himself. LeBron, he'll talk trash, he'll cuss you out on the court, and they go in and well, they played a good game.
Exactly.
And that annoys me, especially you put the Wizards out 4 years in a row, dog. I think that makes it even worse.
But,
But
the
go
thing
ahead.
about MJ compared to like LeBron, at least I'm not an MJ fan, but at least you knew who MJ was. You knew who he was.
That's what I'm
Like
saying.
you knew his
Exactly,
character. You
exactly.
knew MJ would be politically correct,
he was
but
consistent.
you knew he was an assassin. You knew he was a real assassin out there. He didn't hold anything. LeBron, he plays it off, especially when he first came to the league. He played it off real nice and humble.
I ain't gonna
So,
lie. For somebody with no college education,
Yeah.
that dude is
It's smart,
he's
though.
he's a smart individual. You know, he's nomadic. But anyway, that's the word of the day right there, dog. But you know one thing I didn't like, and I'm gonna move on after this. You know, how he stressed in the media there is no Deshaun Stevenson LeBron James rivalry. Instead of he did make the whole Soulja Boy Jay-Z comparison, but just
man.
come on and say he ain't on my level. Why? I mean, LeBron, after seeing that movie about, you know, their high school and all that, I do have a different found respect. At first, I was like, man, really, you know, he ain't really from, you know, I guess the inner city or the streets or whatever. So maybe, you know, he's lacking some awareness or whatever. But at the same time, after I saw that, I mean, he's been through some things in his life. So he deserves everything he gets. I don't want to sound like I'm hating, but, you know, it is what it is, baby. We got to talk about something. Go ahead.
But you see how, all right, speaking of arrogance, you see how Melo going though right now. Melo pretty much said, you know,
That's not arrogant, though.
Oh,
He's
the way
speaking
it
the
is
truth.
kinda-
He's
well,
not
that's
getting
kinda
help.
arrogant.
Is he
I mean,
getting help?
Well, if you watch the game, he was kind of like just gunning. He wasn't trying to get any help. He was trying to do it by himself.
All right, go ahead.
Well, Melo, he had J.R. Smith open a couple times for Jay. Melo, what Melo's doing right now is pretty much being about himself. He was saying, like, I can't do it by myself. And coming to the locker room, you're going to have players and be like, cuz, I'm trying to help you out too.
J.R.
Melo-
Smith tweeted
Melo
something
did
too.
it
Go
just
ahead.
like he was talking about the Nuggets all by yourself. Thank you for giving me the opportunity to speak. But anyway, I think that basically, I mean, he is out there all alone. I mean, you know, J.R. Smith is erratic at best. Chauncey Billups at this point is more of a leader more than anything else. I think that one is over right there. I mean, if George Karl was there, because I think he's the guy that who brings a calm to he brings a calm to the team. But I think that series is over. Maybe Denver extends it one more game, but ultimately I think the Jazz close them out.
I'm shocked you was going to go 7. Watch. You heard it here too.
While we're on the air right now, the Bulls are playing the Celtics, by the way. We're not going to really talk too much about it. That's another series that really hasn't done nothing for me.
Miami playing Celtics, not the Bulls.
Oh, my bad.
It's all good.
Oh, thank you, sir. I
No
appreciate
problem,
it, man.
man.
Our editing director and the best assistant coach in America right
Thanks,
here. You
y'all.
know what I'm saying?
Appreciate that, man.
Anyway,
Green belt.
I apologize for that.
Yeah.
I apologize for that mishap, man. I got to be more nomadic. But it's two other series that I mean, do y'all want to discuss the Heat series, or can we move on from that?
Just to say it's 3-1. That's all. We good.
3-1.
We good.
It's 3-1.
Celtics.
Celtics.
All right, like I said, see, it ain't that compelling. You see how we talk? I mean, LeBron is compelling. I ain't gonna lie to you. All right, we got two